Hi everyone, welcome to class. This class is all about the hip flexors. So we'll get started seated. I'm going to turn my chair so that you can see a side view. And then I'll have a seat. So lean back into your chair, pick up your right foot, and squeeze your knee into your chest. Start to flex your foot, reach down and grab your heel. And then support your knee and your foot as you start to sit up. Cross your foot right on top of your thigh and let your knee sink down. So for many of us, we're super tight in the hips, so it's very common that the knee will be up towards the chest. And if it is, just sit there and breathe. Let it go. Inhale your breath and exhale, release. Try to keep your spine elongated as you lift up through the breastbone. Now, if your hips are super tight, a variation can be to cross your leg. And then you'll sit up and just hold it here. So otherwise, you're staying in the other position with the foot crossed and the knee down. Inhale your breath, and then exhale, add a little bit of pressure with your right elbow to the inner thigh and knee, and then your opposite elbows on your foot. It's really important to keep your foot flexed in this position, as that's going to protect your knees. Start to exhale and relax. Soften your shoulders, soften the crown of the head down. And we'll hold for about 5 more breaths. So each round of breath is a cycle of an inhale to 4 and an exhale to 4. We try to balance the breath out so that we are softening the body and relaxing the nervous system. About 2 more. One more. And slowly start to lift your head. Lean back into your chair. Squeeze your knee back into your chest. And then we'll release the knee. Flex the foot and bend the knee again. Set your right foot down, and then we'll go on to side 2. Squeeze your left knee in. Reach down with your right hand, grab your right heel and cross it over your, reach down with your right hand, grab your left heel, cross it over your right leg. Then we'll lift the spine, squeeze the knee into the chest. And this might be where you stay. This could be your step 1. For those of you who want to go on to step 2, we'll hold on to the right heel, lift the foot up a little bit higher onto the thigh, and then release your left knee down. Sit up tall. In fact, move your bottom to the end of the chair. And then I'm going to put a little bit of pressure to the inside of my thigh with my elbow, and my opposite arm is on the left hand. And the opposite arm, 1 second. Put a little bit of weight into the inner left knee, and then take either your right hand or your right elbow, depending, and place it on your left foot. Breathe in through your nose, and then exhale through your mouth. So start to sink into the pose. So in the beginning, you might feel a little tight, but as you continue to breathe and release through your exhales, your body will begin to soften. About 2 more breaths. One more inhale. And 1 more exhale. Lift your head, lean back into your chair, squeeze your left knee into your chest, and then we'll grab the calf with the right hand, pick up your foot, and just give it a bend and a stretch. And set your foot down.
You can move forward.
Next, flex your right foot and extend the right foot forward and place the heel all the way down to your mat. Slide to the front of your chair so that you can have your weight into the chair and then the right heel touching the floor. Flex your toes back towards you. Inhale, lift, and then exhale. We'll start to lower the torso into a forward fold. Then reach forward with the heel of your right hand and place it on top of your toes. Now, if your hand doesn't touch your toes, you're going to touch your fingers. If your fingers don't touch your toes, then place your hand on your shin, but keep your foot flexed and lean forward so that you can feel the stretch in your hamstring. Then release the crown of the head, soften through the shoulders. And as your body starts to relax into the pose, your left hand might have a chance to reach down and grab the bottom of the chair. We'll stay for about 3 more breaths. One more inhale and exhale. Walk your left hand back up to the chair. Slide your right hand up to your thigh. Gently pick your body up and bend your right knee. Bring it back. Flex your left foot. Place your left heel down to the floor. My right hand is going to touch the chair. Inhale your breath, and then exhale, start to fold forward and down. So your step 1 might be to have your hand on your leg somewhere, or your step 2, fingertips to the toes, and then finally step 3, the heel of the hand right in front of the toes, and then pull the foot towards you. You'll feel a stretch in your calf, your hamstring, and perhaps your ankle. And as your body starts to sink into the pose and relax more, release your right hand down and see if you can grab the chair leg. Continue to breathe evenly. In for 4, out for 4. 2 more breaths. And after your next exhale, start to make your way up. Bring your right hand back up to the chair, and then lift your torso and slide your foot back in. We'll move on to a side stretch from here. Scoot your bottom to the middle of the chair, and then step your feet a little bit wider than your mat. Place your left hand on the chair alongside your hips. Inhale, lift the arm up. Right arm up, and then exhale, lean over to the left. With an inhale, lift up, and then exhale, right hand to the chair, lean over to the right. And as your side body stretches get a little bit deeper, you can start to slide your hand down the chair legs. We have 1 more to go. And for this last one, not only might you have progressed down the chair, but as you reach your arm overhead, then start to turn your top chest open and set your gaze at the palm. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, other side. Open up your chest. One more side to go. Inhale, lift, and exhale over to the left. Breathe in and lift your arms up and back to seated position. Walk your feet in. From here, scoot your hips to the end. This time we'll flex both of our feet, draw the toes back, and so we're completely on the end of our chair. We'll go into a supported forward fold. So place your hands on your thighs and then lean forward. So the forward fold is coming from the hips. As you lean forward, draw the belly muscles in, and we're going to try to keep our back as straight as we can get it. Now, you can also put some blocks here, or if you have an extra chair, put the extra chair in front, and then you can support yourself that way. Otherwise, you'll walk your hands down your legs and bring your fingertips to the floor. Lift your chest to try to keep your back straight, unshrug your shoulders, and exhale, forward fold. So the first place of engagement is your lower belly to your thighs, and then the ribs to the thighs, and then eventually the chest moves closer to the knees, and then finally the forehead towards the legs. So this, if you have that in mind, that could prevent you from rounding your lower back, because we want to get the hip crease, that area, to fold. About 3 more breaths. Completely releasing, soften through the shoulders. So now completely let go and walk your hands forward. Soften the shoulders more, the upper back. Take 1 more breath. Exhale your breath out. Inhale, lift up, and start to walk your hands back. So once you get to a point where you can't walk anymore, then bring your hands up to your legs and lift your body up. Come back to seated position and pause. Take a deep breath. Then place the weight into your feet. Lean your body forward, stand up. And we'll bring our hands to the lower back. So your thumbs are facing each other and the fingers are facing out. Place your hands into the hip bones, lift your thighs, firm your thighs, and then press your hips forward. Start to squeeze your elbows in. Lift up through your breastbone, find camel pose in the standing position. As the breastbone lifts, soften the shoulders, press the hips forward. Take 2 more breaths. And exhale out. To come out of this pose, lift up through your breastbone, start to release the pressure in your hips, and stand up into mountain pose. Next, we'll turn around. Place your hands onto your chair and walk back a little bit. So you just want to have enough space so that you can put a little bend in your knees, and then we'll lower down into a forward fold. So I'm going to grab my elbows. Use your arms as a pillow. And fold. If you'd like to go a little bit deeper in the fold, then just back up a little bit. Take your hands down, take your head down, and grab your elbows and release. Let the weight of your head sink towards the floor. Continue to lift up through your hip bones. Keep a little micro bend in your knees. One more breath. And exhale out. If your forward fold is off of the chair, lift your head, reach for the chair, and bring yourself up. If you are on the chair with your fold, place your hands flat onto the chair, and then we'll just step forward. Roll yourself up like a ragdoll. Next, step your right foot up to the chair. So you want to put the pressure into the center of the chair for balance. And then hop your left foot back so that we can move into a lunge. Sink your hips down, keep a little bend in your left knee, and then hold on to the back of your chair. Lift your chest, soften your shoulders, and sink into this stretch. If your inhales take you up a little bit, go with it, but let your exhale sink you down. You're going to pull back on the chair just a little bit, sort of like you're water skiing. Lift up your chest. Sink a little bit more. And as you're sinking into this stretch, your left knee will bend. 2 more breaths. 1 more. And exhale it out. Pull your body closer towards your thigh. Place your hands down onto the base of the chair and we'll press away. Next, start to straighten your knee and place your left foot flat on the floor. Next, we'll be moving into lizard lunge. So we'll hop our left foot back a little bit, turn your right toes out to the side, and sink your hips down. Put a little bit more pressure into your left side body. The left fingers are gripping the side of your chair. And then we'll bring the right hand to the top of the chair. Wing your right knee out and sink your chest to the center. We'll stay here for about 3 to 4 breaths. Your right hand can either be on the back of the chair or even on the base of the chair. Remember to keep your breaths even, and if it helps, you can count to 4 in your mind. In for 4 and out for 4. One more breath. And release your exhale. Lift your head up. And we'll go on to side 2. So we're going to toe heel the right foot into the center. Bend your left knee and just gently hop your foot forward. Then set your right foot down and pick your left foot up again. So again, put your left foot to the center of the chair, and then we'll hop the right foot out. Sink into your lunge, keep your right knee a little bit bent, and then grab the back of your chair. Lift your chest and pull the shoulders back. So as you're pulling your shoulders back, keep that bend in your right knee. And hold here. You breathe in and breathe out. Next, we're going to lizard lunge. Place your right hand down onto the chair. Lean your body towards the right side. Turn your left toes out, and then we'll bring the left elbow to the inside. Next, wiggle your right foot back and sink your hips down. So for hand placement, your right hand could be down on the chair and your left hand could be on the back of the chair, or you could even bring both hands down to the base. But what you do want to do is have the left knee winged out and have it over your ankle. Take your inhale and then exhale, soften through your elbows and release down. Take a few more breaths here. And inhale, lift your head. And exhale, place your right hand towards the center of the chair and then help your hips up. We'll start to hop the right foot in and then lean your body weight back into it. Take your left foot down and then roll up like a rag doll. Next, place both of your hands back down to the base of the chair and then walk your feet back. If you need more space on your mat like I do, I'm gonna just walk the chair forward. And then come back into a tabletop position. It's also called the down dog pose for chair. Place your left foot just slightly to the center of your body, and then tap your right toes back. We're going to lift up the leg and then put a bend in your knee and bring the knee into your chest. Lift the knee up to the right shoulder and make 3 big circles. So take it around, and this will be number 2, and number 3, and then circle to the opposite direction. Right knee goes back, up, and all the way around. And 2, and 3, and set it down. Step your right foot slightly in and flat, pick up your left leg, draw the knee into your chest, and then the knee's going to go up towards the shoulder and make the biggest circles ever all the way around. Big circles. One more, and then switch it out. Bring it back, take it out around to the side and forward. That's 1, and 2, and 3. Set the foot back down, and we'll move into down. Set the foot back down, and we'll move into upward facing dog. Look forward, lift your head, shift your body weight forward, and then step your feet back. Start to lower your hips into upward facing dog. Breastbone lifts, shoulders on shrug. Firm up your thighs. Press away from your seat as you lift up through the collarbone. Breathe in, and exhale, take it back. Downward facing dog. 2 more times. Look forward, inhale, lift, and exhale, lower down. And exhale back to your downward facing dog. One more time, inhale, lift, and exhale. Inhale, lift, and exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your chin, look forward, walk towards the chair, and then you grab your chair and just turn it around so that the back of the chair is facing you. Step your feet out wider than your mat, turn your toes out and your heels in. And then from here, we're going to press the knees out and then back to the wall behind you. Squeeze your belly button in, lift your chest. So try to square your shoulders forward and then also stack them over your hips. Place your hands onto the chair, lower down, press the knees back to the wall behind you. Take an inhale breath here, and then exhale the breath out. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. We're going for 5 more, and lower. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Sink down, press the knees back, lift the right arm, lift the left arm, sink a little bit lower, soften the rib cage, and we'll hold it here for 5, 4, 3, press the knees back for 2, and 1. Press down, lift up, and lower your arms. Toe heel your feet into the center, and then move your chair back around. So I'm going to turn my chair towards you so you can see this thigh stretch. Have a seat back into your chair, and we'll start on the right leg. So I'm going to turn on my chair. You have your left foot to the side. Bend your right knee, and then bring your knee into your chest. Now, if touching your ankle is not accessible, you can use a strap or a towel, and you just put it right around your ankle, or even around the top of your foot. Then draw the heel in, lower your knee, hold onto the back of the chair, Lift your chest up. And exhale, squeeze the heel into the glute. Breathe in, exhale the breath. Keep squeezing the heel into the glute. Point the knee down. And then start to lean your body towards the back of the chair. That will increase the stretch a little bit. If it was already intense, just stay there. Breathe in. And exhale, knee back into the chest and set it down. We'll turn on to side 2 with your right leg in front of the chair. Lift up your left knee, reach for your ankle. Again, use a towel or a strap. Point your left knee down, inhale, lift. Exhale, squeeze the heel into your bottom. Continue to lift up your chest, drop the shoulders. And then start to lean your body into the chair. That will increase your stretch. One more breath. And exhale out. Release, set it down. And we'll finish up. And we'll finish up with, hold on a second, what is it? This one? Yeah. Very, oh, yeah. Leg stretch. Okay. Is it my last posture?
No.
Okay, there's 2 more, and then, okay, 2 more. Okay. Okay, have a seat back into your chair. Pick up your right leg, draw it into the chest, and then hold onto your calf, extend the leg up. Inhale, back off, exhale, draw it towards you. Inhale, back off, exhale, draw it towards you. Hold on to the heel with your right hand and continue to lift it up. Now, if holding onto the heel isn't accessible, then just continue to hold onto your calf. If you can, reach for your heel and start to pull the leg up and then towards your head. Take about 3 breaths here total. And then with your opposite hand, reach around your leg and grab the opposite heel and then pull the heel and the leg across your body. Now, if it's accessing your heel is not something that's happening today, then hold on to your leg and you just pull it to the other side. Take another breath. Exhale back to the center. Point your toe. Release your hands and slowly let it go. Move on to side 2. Lean back, draw your knee into the chest, flex your foot, and lift it up. And then we'll start to point the toe, draw the leg towards you, wing your elbows out, release on an inhale breath, and exhale, pull it towards you. Hold it there, and if you can, grab a hold of your heel, pull it towards your head, and open it up. With your opposite hand, cross it over, grab the opposite heel, and we'll take it across our body. Again, if holding onto the heel isn't accessible, just hold onto your calf. Release it back to center. Draw it towards you a little bit more. We'll point our toe, release your hand, hold it up so as we're lower, 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 and release it all the way down. Our final pose is a forward fold. I'm going to turn my chair sideways so that you can see me. Open up your feet wider than your mat. We'll turn our knees, we'll turn our toes slightly in. Fold forward. Place your hands onto your chair. Keep your knees as straight as you can keep them. And release down. If you'd like to go a little bit deeper in this forward fold, walk your hands down the chair.
And take 3 more breaths here. So in the forward folds, it's important to develop this pose from the foundation up. So your feet are slightly turned in, your knees are lifted, thighs are tight, pelvis is tilted up towards the ceiling, belly button draws in, release your shoulders, release your head. Stay active in your legs and soft in your upper body. Next, inhale breath, lift your chin, walk your hands back up to the chair, and then bend your knees and step it in. I'm going to turn my chair towards you again, and we'll finish up with a breath that's called 3, 4, 5. Have a seat onto your chair, place your feet underneath your knees, close your eyes, turn your palms up. So 3, 4, 5 breath is an inhale to 3, we hold for 4, release for 5, 3 times. Inhale your breath with me. Exhale your breath out. Slowly take it in. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release your breath. Breathe naturally. Exhale. And blink your eyes open. And we are done.